Hello Libra, welcome to your reading for the 7th through to the 14th of March 2026. As always, it's going to be journal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And yeah, it's welcoming the archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, and of course our higher selves, and any ancestral animal or dragon guides that may be assisting you at the moment, Libra. Let's see. Spirit, we're looking for a couple of cards for Libra energy they're in at this time that you're experiencing. Okay, hang on a moment. Right, we've got a couple here. We have the Six of Cups. Seems to be a popular energy at the moment. Six of Cups and the King of Pentacles. And we also have the Queen of Cups underneath. And the Ten of Swords. Okay. Okay, Libra, so these two to start, King of Cups, King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So regarding your, I guess, your stability, your assets and your finances, and even, with regard to your health as well, perhaps health and well-being, it's looking like you've got a nice balance there. Like things are humming along pretty well. And yeah, which is great. Underneath you have the Queen of Cups here, like your higher self is coming forward with this divine feminine energy. And the Ten of Swords, okay. You also have, Sun just recently. Ten of Swords again, Two of Swords and the King of Swords. Wow. A lot of air in your reading, Libra, which makes sense because you are an air sign. So there's Ten of Swords twice here, which means that there's something that you're finishing up with. This could be, because of the sword energy, which is to do with, like the thoughts, and even to do with, perhaps societal roles and things like that. It's like there's something that you're letting go of here. It could be that you're easing up on your divine masculine. You're easing up on the... what I'm trying to say is that you are very mentally active. Okay, Libra. But what it's looking like here is that I think you're going to be decreasing that mental and thoughts activity and maybe doing some feminine stuff, like, for example, doing more creative things, maybe just going into flow, doing something spiritual with, a spiritual intent, and using your intuition. If Swords is like, the logical reasoning mind, it could be now that this time that you are, whilst realizing the strengths of that, you could be incorporating other aspects of yourself into your general way of life, okay, your lifestyle. You have, once again, you're pretty settled in your masculine, your logical take on things, and you've been able to kind of provide and to nurture things. Six of Cups is also the child, like the inner child. So I think you've got a nice foundation. Maybe you're going to be sort of exploring some, inner child work as well. Yeah. And, this is, the Sun is to do with, like, just recently, I think you've increased your confidence here, Libra, about something or around something in your life in particular. And once again, there's this Ten of Winter, which is Ten of Swords, kind of finishing up. So maybe you are kind of letting go of something and you're moving into a kind of a more chilled, rounded sort of way of being here. Let's just read the Ten of Swords here. It says, the resolution of difficulties, okay? A weight lifted off your shoulders. Yeah, that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from this. The end of an addiction or codependency, possibly. Okay, so there's something here that you are finishing up with, and it's kind of helping you to feel lighter and less burdened, maybe less restricted as well. Yeah. And here with the sun, it says plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and communication, and commendations, sorry. Gratitude for the blessings of life. Yeah, so maybe you're really tuning into a lot of the great things that are around in your life, and you are feeling really grateful for that, okay? What you're hoping for here is that there's a decision that you're looking to make, and I think that you are really hoping that you're going to be able to make a good choice here, like a wise decision with regard to something. And yeah, the King of Winter here, or the King of Swords, is knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, and unemotional. So maybe there is a decision that you feel that you need to make here, Libra, that you feel that there's emotional aspects to it, but you feel like you feel as though you are going to have to make an unemotional decision. Okay, it says get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking or unemotional relationships. So maybe there's a lack of emotional connection with a certain person that you are feeling. It's interesting here that you have the Queen of Cups coming through in your higher self, which is that very emotional aspect. So maybe you're going to be, looking into that and feeling into that side of yourself more. Let's read the Two of Swords here. It says, indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Yeah, I had a feeling from the start of this reading that there's something about your feelings and your thoughts that either you're looking to blend them or you're looking to activate the emotional aspect more so, because you've got the Ten of Swords twice, which is wrapping up of the overthinking, possibly, if that's happening for you. And this can be, about getting some help if you're needing to be objective. Yeah, making a choice that is best for you rather than pleasing others, okay? And yeah, let's have a look here, Libra. Possible outcome is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this is you feeling sort of happy and content and feeling like you have everything sorted. And the Ace of Swords is interesting because once again, it's air. But this could be about an insight or a simplification of something, or an idea that's going to spark a feeling that you can, there's a new potential that you can step into with regards to how you think about things, how you perceive them, and also your state of consciousness, your chosen states of consciousness. So maybe you're going to be navigating that with more awareness, because the swords are also about awareness. In the area of challenge, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. So this is sort of, we'll look at the Chariot first of all. This is like you may have a challenge or difficulties in moving forward, okay, or in realizing that you're approaching a phase that is a new phase, and it's going to require some perhaps self-development, personal growth. The Chariot can talk about that as well. It can be like learning, or really almost like a bit of a quest of the self. Okay, and this is going to be a new cycle for you, Libra. And maybe there could be an issue around that at the moment. There's something about you wanting to be practical and logical about things, but we also have this emotional thing coming through here. And the Ten of Swords twice, which is sort of saying that you know, as much as you want to have, you know, the logical approach, that approach is possibly, you know, it's going to be superseded by just joy and confidence and happiness and contentment. Okay. So it's about focusing on that, what is going to bring you joy, happiness, positivity, contentment, okay, and gratitude. What's going to bring you into that state. Yeah. You know, instead of this thing here of, you know, trying to please others, okay, making a choice that's going to work for you. Right. So making a choice that's going to be in alignment with you, what you are wanting, what's going to help you with your fulfillment. Let's look at some spirit guidance now that may be able to help you with this moving forward. Okay, we're going to take the top three here. We've got the Knight of Swords. Okay, now the Knight, so this is still air, but it's the Knight. So it's about taking action on your ideas. Okay. The King of Swords can be a little bit more along the lines of, you know, let's sit and think it and mull it over. So it's air of air. So it's just going around in circles a bit more. Okay. The Knight is like, okay, I've got this idea. Now I need to act on it. You also have the Ace of Cups. You also have the Ace of Swords. So isn't that interesting? Cups, emotion, swords, logical thinking. So there's this thing here about, where was that card that we said was to do with the thoughts and feelings? I think it's the Two of Winter here. Yeah, Two of Swords, this decision about feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. So maybe you're trying to make a decision that's logical, but it's kind of becoming emotional, or there's something about emotional and logical decision here. This is the Ace of Cups. Spirit saying, tune into what gives you joy, helps you to feel spiritually aligned. You know, that creativity, right? Really go into your own creativity. And here we have the Devil. So Spirit saying, look at what you, maybe you're attached to something that's not serving you. It could be a belief. Is there something in your past that has caused you to feel like stuck between the intellectual and the emotional? Or is there something that's preventing you from moving into the emotional realm? Or that causes you to go into overthinking? Like, what is causing that? Okay. Yeah. Let's just grab another card here for you. I'll also look at the bottoms of the decks here as well. So that Devil energy there, that dragon is being chained. Okay, so it's about Spirit saying for you to ask yourself, in what way do you feel chained? Or in what way do you feel limited or restricted? And to explore that. You also have the Four of Pentacles. So, you know, protecting your energy. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. Once again, taking action, but doing it in reasonable steps. Okay, so taking or formulating the realistic steps that are going to probably move you towards making this decision that you need to make. Possible outcome is, I think, that you're going to feel comfortable with the decision that you make. Okay. Ace of Swords could be the decision here, and Nine of Pentacles is you feeling comfortable and content. Let's look at the bottoms of the decks here. 10 of Wands now. I think a lot of this overthinking is really wearing you out, Libra. Okay, it's almost like there's going to be a point where you just almost say, you know, fuck it, I'm just going to decide what I want to do and then just do it. Okay, not worrying about A, B, C, D, E, F, G, anyone else's opinions, or yay or nay, or whatever. It's like, you know, this is like you're just going to make a decision here, because it is sapping your energy. This indecision is sapping your energy, okay. Three of Spring is the Three of Wands, and it is about embarking on a new path. Plan your steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come, and satisfaction from a job well done. And I think this is what your Nine of Pentacles here is in your possible outcome, is that, you know, this is contentment and, you know, congratulating yourself for, you know, a decision well made. Okay, whatever that is. Yeah. So we talked about making those steps, which you had here with the Knight of Pentacles, and that's exactly what the Three of Spring is saying there as well. Yeah, plan your steps, okay, with an eye to the long term. So in the long term, what situation or what decision is going to be best for you emotionally, okay, because we're done with the logical, right? It's about emotionally what is best for you, because this is your emotion coming forward. Feminine water, okay. Nine of Cups, this is emotional fulfillment. Yeah, confirmation. Spirit's going, yes, choose what is going to be right for you emotionally. What are you going to be happy with? And underneath, wow, the Shaman, which is the Magician. And this means that, Libra, you have all the skills, talents, gifts and abilities that you need to make this decision. But it might be that you need to, because the Shaman has all of the elements at his disposal, okay? If you have a lot of air at your disposal, so you're very good at analysing and working out all the ins and outs and possibly what other, you know, projecting what other people are thinking possibly as well. It might be time to pull back in on all of that and start activating some of these other elements. For example, fire, which is your inspiration, your passion for for something, and also the element of water, okay, which is the emotions. And we have the element of earth as well, which is your groundedness, because the great thing about earth, the element of earth, is that in terms of compared to air, the earth element is very grounding, settling, calming, soothing, healing, okay, and definitely a nice way to really decrease that excess of thought energy that you could be experiencing at the moment, Libra, given the energies in this reading. Interestingly enough, we have these earth cards here. Spirit has popped in two of them. Four of Earth and the Knight of Earth. Okay, ground, center, conserve your energy, because if you have, you know, you've got the Ten of Wands, you've got the Ten of Swords, and you've got the Ten of Swords again. All of these tens are exhausting. Okay, you're probably getting mentally and almost spiritually exhausted too from all of the overthinking and analysis, okay? It's time to kind of stop that, and I think maybe you've realised that, and here you are in the sun. Maybe you're just out and enjoying nature, doing some, you know, simple, practical things, maybe doing some sort of art form, something creative, and maybe you're enjoying yourself there, okay? But here it is, you know, Earth. You also have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a really nice Earth energy. Okay. And I mean, you are in the King of Pentacles at the moment, so maybe you are tapping into your Earth aspect. And, you know, this inner child thing too. And I mean, maybe that's sort of helping you to tap into this sun energy. Maybe you're feeling into the frequencies at the moment as well. Okay. So I have a feeling that maybe all of this overthinking is like an old persona that you're actually dissolving, and you're becoming more aware of the fact that that's what you're doing, that that's what's happening for you. And that is just awesome, because you're kind of moving into a lighter way of being, a higher frequency way of being, okay? That's going to be characterized by, you know, some divine feminine, realizing your, you know, shaman or your potentials here, you know, emotional fulfillment, Nine of Cups, stepping, you know, this beautiful new path here, Three of Wands, and also moving forward and moving into your next cycle here. We have with the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So there's a whole lot of high frequency stuff. And not only that, you've got the Ace of Swords too, which we did say could be about the decision, but it might also mean that this is the higher state of consciousness, the higher frequency version of you that's coming forward as a result of you letting go of perhaps a lot of overthinking, which can take you into lower mind and over-analysis, and analysing stuff that, and thinking about stuff that is not actually helping you, okay? So, yeah, I think we might wrap it up there, Libra. I hope that's been helpful. Yeah, so I'll look forward to our next reading. And, yeah, in the meantime, have a great day, fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.